Welcome to Virtual Gardening 101. This is a place where we dig into the digital soil and reap real results. Today, we are going to explore the most common reasons why the leaves of your potted areca palms are turning yellow and show you how to fix them. If your palms are on a sunny balcony or indoors, these tips will definitely help you to get them looking green and beautiful once again. Dypsis lutescens, commonly known as areca palm, golden cane palm, butterfly palm, yellow palm, or bamboo palm, is a flowering plant in the Arecaceae family. It is native to Madagascar and it has become naturalized in tropical and subtropical regions, including the Caribbean, Southeast Asia, and parts of the Americas. Now, this perennial tropical palm grows between 6 to 12 meters or 20 to 39 feet tall, and it spreads to about 3 to 5 meters or 8 to 15 feet wide. It features multiple cane-like stems, arched pinnate leaves with yellow midribs, and linear lanceolate leaflets. In summer, it produces yellow flowers in 2-foot-long panicles, followed by small oblong fruit that ripen from yellow to dark purple. It is a popular ornamental garden plant in warm climates. However, it is very common in many households worldwide because of its graceful appearance and air purifying qualities. And so a lot of people tend to grow it in pots for indoor use. One of the most common problems you're likely to encounter in growing them as potted plants is a yellowing of the leaves. In this feature, we are going to explore some of the reasons and how to resolve them. Stick around, and I'm sure by the end of the feature, you'll learn something, and hopefully if you have them as your indoor plants, you'll be able to grow them much better. Let's start with the biggest culprit, overwatering. So even if your pot has good drainage, watering every day can do more harm than good. Areca palms actually like moist soil, not soggy. If their roots stay wet long enough, they can suffocate and rot, and their leaves will turn yellow. These are some steps that you can take to alleviate this problem. You're going to let the first 2 inches of the soil dry out before you water. And a simple test is just to stick your finger in and you will know. You're going to cut back on the frequency with which you water the plant. So if you're watering, as said before, all week, you may have to cut down to 2 times or 3 times, depending on the climate and the porosity of the soil. You also need to assess the root of the plant because root rot can be sneaky, and you're going to trim the leaves to help redirect energy to help the growth. Up next, sunlight. Areca palms love bright light, but direct sun can be too harsh. If your plant is in a location where it is getting intense sunlight over a period of time throughout the day, it could affect the plant. And here's what you can do to resolve this issue. Move the plant to a location where it is getting enough light, and I mean filtered light. If you cannot relocate the plant, then you have to do something to reduce the intensity of the light, like using a shade cloth or some kind of screening. Another reason could be nutrient deficiency, especially a lack of magnesium, iron, or nitrogen. Areca palms are heavy feeders, and without regular nourishment, the leaves will start to yellow from a lack of these essential nutrients. So in order to fix this, you can use a fertilizer that is specifically designed for palms, and you can feed every 4 to 6 weeks. And it is best if you use one that is balanced and slow release in a ratio of 3 to 1 to 2, or with a NPK ratio of 8% nitrogen, 2% phosphorus, and 12% potassium. And ensure that there's also some amount of micronutrients like iron and the magnesium, because these help with chlorophyll formation. So let's recap. If the leaves of your potted areca palm are turning yellow, you may need to do one or more of the following to restore the beautiful green pigment, depending on the cause or causes for it. 1. You can cut back on the frequency of watering. 2. Check the plant's exposure to direct sunlight throughout the course of the day. 3. Feed it with a balanced fertilizer, preferably one that is designed for palms. And 4. Ensure that it has adequate drainage. That's it for today's feature. As you go, please engage the channel by leaving your feedback in the comment section below. And if you found this one helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more plant care tips. Thank you for coming over to support me.